Hello and welcome to a video where I am playing with another really fast driver who is very fair, and we are going to do some sprints today. So let's go and get on with some racing. Oh, for fuck's sake. So we finally got into a lobby after about 84 hours, and we are in a Marussia around the famous Japanese circuit. So let's head on out there. God damn it, Codemasters! So after another 67 hours, we finally got into a actual lobby with actual people, and we immediately make contact before turn one, and we get a penalty because that's how brilliant Codemasters and their logic is. So we're already facing a penalty, which already means we're probably not going to win the race. But we have a Red Bull in front of us that is terrible, and we run into the back of him, which is so far it's going fantastic. But there is always hope, and we are going to try and make our way past this Red Bull, and we've got a run on him coming out into the hairpin, and this is he's lagging all over. He's lagging to Jebediah. He's like, oh, and we've locked up. He's gone wide, and he's hit us. He's hit us, and we haven't actually got a penalty for that. But surprisingly, unsurprisingly, he hit us. So moving forward, we managed to run wide, coming up to is that the Schumacher S? I think that's probably the corner in front. But anyway, skipping on to lap 2. Second and third just took each other off. I can't speak English. English isn't my strongest language. But now we are facing back to P1. We take the lead, coming up to the chicane that Michael Schumacher, I think, made. And we've got to. And what a surprise! We've been bumped in the rear, right in the rectum. We've been smashed in the rear end. And we're fighting off this Williams, who I think is Italian. An Italian Williams makes sense. Why not? And we are going defensive into turn 1. How is this going to end? And we go into turn 1. We lock up. We're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose the lead. Silver Legend, the guy in Force India behind us, is obviously right behind us and setting purple sectors. And he's coming up the inside now. We're gonna have to yield, get the cut back. And we're going to have a run into the next chicane. Nope, we are not. That's okay. Goodbye podium. This is so having fought for the win. We are now looking at a lonely podium as we keep on locking up. It seems to be my chute locking up recently. And as Silver Legend goes for the pass for the lead, he succeeds it. They've both run wide. Are we going to have a run on the 9 Tom 44? Person in that Williams that is Italian, slow as knobs riding a car, because that's totally what happens. And we've run wide, Silver Legends run wide, everybody's running wide, as the Nim Tom person seems to. What the hell is that Force India doing? As we're using up our KERS, we're going to use up the KERS, and this smells trouble. This smells trouble, and what a surprise! The Williams dive bombs and spins off and takes the Force India with him, and we go around to win the race. But it turns out, remarkably enough, the Williams did not got a penalty for hitting the Force India twice at the same chicane. But yeah, we just skipped on to the Belgian Grand Prix, and Silver Legend is actually my teammate this time around. Would you believe it? As the matter of ironing, iron is a metal, and I've just burped, so I apologise. As we now have 5 lights, and we are underway in Spa. Looks like everyone else has got pretty shit starts, if we're honest. And we're going to have a look up the inside of the Toro Rosso, and we've been bunched in the first corner by the Nin Tom guy. What a surprise. As we now move up into Eau Rouge, we've got the Sauber, the Japanese Sauber, I think that is. Okay, we have not got the Japanese Sauber up our rectum anymore. As we cut Eau Rouge, have to shift down a gear, and now we've got our teammate all over our arsehole. And this is not going to end well. We stay on the left, we let him go down on the right, thinking that, I don't know, what are we thinking? Nope, so we're going to hang, okay, we just made contact. I'm going to skip over the curb and yield the position, obviously, because that isn't fair. And you know, I'm gonna have a look up into turn 8 up, but we lock up both fronts, and you know, turn 8 is no longer a corner. It just went straight on. So we are on the hunt for. We're not even hunting, are we? Look at us. We're you know, as we move through Pouon, and my teammate and then some guy again are having a battle, and again they make contact at the Fangner chicane. My teammate goes off the circuit. As we now have a look up the inside of Nimtai, surprisingly enough, he leaves us room, and that German guy in the lobby has got one hell of a ringtone. Did you hear that ringtone, guys? That was awesome. So we're using up the rest of our Kers in defence of our teammate, who looks like he's really got some straight line speed. Look at that. Look at that for straight line speed. He's really, look at him in the mirrors. We're going to have to go defensive into the chicane. We do so, and we lock up the front right and the front left. And he's going to, oh, how did he keep that there? If that was me, I probably would have just gone straight on and cut the chicane. But nevertheless, we're going to stay on the right. That was awfully close. As we now move to the outside into turn 1. And we're going to be able to pull it off around the outside. Nope, he's probably used some curves coming out of the exit of the La Source hairpin as we move up through into Eau Rouge for the second time. And we touched the inside barrier, turned far too much there. As we use up the curves right into the slipstream of our teammate. We're going to go past him again. This is a fascinating battle, I have to say. And I have to admit, even if I do say so myself, which I am saying myself, so fucking deal with it. And now we move up through this chicane. I forgot what this is called. I really should learn some corners, even though I know some. But skipping ahead for the lead, and we only... Okay, I was just going to say that we made it through, and now we're making contact with our teammate. You know, this is just F1. This is meant to be a no-contact sport. This does not apply in fucking video games. Why wouldn't it apply? I mean, you know... It's not like it's dangerous driving or anything. These people should not get driving licenses, because they will fail. I'm telling you, they are going to fail, as Silver Legend is once again up our arsehole. He is really digging into our butt, and we brake again. We're having to, and we lock up, we can't stop the car, and I'm going to be the good guy and yield the position. Although it looks like he's got a good run coming out of the chicane, so we might not even have to yield the position. As he goes up the inside and goes too deep, we slide our way through turn 1, and now we are back in the lead. But I still don't think that's a fair overtake, considering I cut the last chicane. So what we are going to do, we're going to strategize. We're going to save our Kers, let him drive past, and then coming through Stabilo, we will let him, providing we're close enough, we are going to have a run on him into the final chicane and hopefully stop the car. So as predicted and as wanted, I let him pass there, and nice frame rate drops there. And we lock up again coming into turn 8. It's a hard corner, and it's so easy to lock up into because it's a downhill section. But he's actually pulled away through the middle sector. You can see 1.6. And we've used up our Kers as intended, but you know, it was too little too late. We lost the gap, and I think I gained another 0.3 of a second in this final chicane here. As you can see, look, I close up to him on the brakes, and you know, it's not the optimal line through there, but you know, we across the line in second, Force India 1-2. It was a pretty good race. And finally we move on to the Circuit of the Americas. And I don't see why it's called the Circuit of the Americans, to be honest, but you know, I'm not the owner, so don't, you know, just don't judge me. I know you're judging me secretly, but you know, just don't do it. It's not nice. So we get a whopper of a start, passing all three of the cars, and we are now straight up into the lead. But that Nimton guy's going to dive bomb us, isn't he? Where is he? Where is he? Nope, he kept it clean. So once again, I'm leading, not to brag, but oh my god, I'm leading a Grand Prix! Woo! And that is a great first sector. That is a sexy, beautiful, delicious first sector. And oh, look at this driving. This driving is magnificent as we are approaching the back straight. And that we brake. And did we lock up? Yes, we did. What a surprise. So we've got Silver Legend in the Red Bull, really up our arsehole once again. He is really far up our arsehole, and you know, he's so far up. Look, he's getting it in his face. He's getting shit in his face because he is right up our arsehole. As we brake into the corner with a little bit of oversteer coming through, we've continued going. I don't know what happened there. See, now the sector point says he is a tenth and a half behind, but it doesn't look like that in the mirrors. And when I look behind, and he's actually quite close to us. And what? Aha! Now what we're going to do? Strategize again. Let him have the inside, and then we're going to get a good run of him out of the corner. Use up all of our curves as much as possible, and you know, have a run on him. Okay, he moved on us quite a bit there, but we're side by side going up into the left-hander, and we've broke too late. We've locked up, and he's got the position back. But providing we're close enough, look at that. We're a second behind, but we're not. Codemasters, what is this? We sneak up the inside, coming into this corner, and we've touched him. A wave of the hand from my handyman. But coming on to the last lap on the pit straight, he looks like he's close enough. We're gonna go defensive, and I was way too early on the brakes there, and you know, he just drove clean around the outside of me. I was way too early on the brakes. But you know, what can be done? What can be done? What can be salvaged from this? I can tell you, champagne, victory, and ladies. Lots and lots of ladies. I hope. So, moving up through the entry of the second sector, we're going to strategize once again as Nimtom finally disconnects, because you know, he is terrible and can't match us. We're going to go down to the outside, get the best possible run through on the exit, and the other Spanish person has decided to disconnect as well, because you know, he's shit, and we can't match our pace. So, as we move into the last sector of the lap, we are once again up the inside, and we manage to stop the car. He gets wheel spin coming off that. That timing is wrong. He is not 2 tenths behind. See, Codemasters, this game's terrible. But yeah, I've had a fantastic battle with this with Silver Legend 2010, and if you have him on PS3, he's a great driver, and you should all admire him and look up to him because he is fast and fair as hell. I want to thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye.